Welcome back to Squawk Box. This is the time when many people head back into the gym to get their summer bodies. I think you're late, by the way. If you're trying to get the summer body now.
You looked at me and said that.
No, we're in May. We're in May. You need to start on that in January.
The royal you.
The royal we. We're all trying. We're all trying.
You know, I've been working.
And you look it, by the way. To your credit, you look great.
I can do 70 push-ups.
God bless you.
Yeah.
Oh. There's a fitness race going on.
Straight.
You don't stop?
No.
70?
I can do 70. I do 140.
Knees? No knees. All the way.
Impressive.
What, knees? Yeah, I'm doing girl knee push-ups.
You can't say that anymore. I mean,
No, but all right, I'm doing old person knee push-ups. I probably am in trouble for that, but with Trump, you can say anything these days.
Okay. The fitness race, Hyrox is giving everyday gym goers a chance to test themselves against amateurs and pros. It's become a phenomenon. Christian, Toetzke? Toetzke. Getting close. Sorry, Moritz. Furste, the co-founder of this company. Tell us what this is. It's become a total phenomenon. I was saying that in the old days I used to do Tough Mudders, sort of like that, but not without the mud, really.
Yeah, indeed. It's very different than Tough Mudder.
Right.
So the basic idea is that in the world of fitness, you have all these millions of people that go into the gym, like you guys.
Right.
But there were no competitions existing where you really do what you really do in the gym. You know, you could do Tough Mudder, you can run a marathon, but you don't need to go to the gym really if you want to get prepared for that. So we thought this is a massive void in the world of sport, and there must be a way to create an event that works like a marathon, but is a marathon of fitness. So means from the highest fitness level to everyday athletes or everybody.
So how many people are showing up at these things?
Well, that depends. I mean, globally, this season, and the season for us is pretty much starting in July and ending in June at the World Championships that are coming up in Chicago in a couple of weeks. So this season we had 600,000 participants globally.
100,000?
Yeah, growing from 200,000 last season. And if you're looking at in a particular event like this weekend here in New York City, we're talking about roughly 15 to 20,000 athletes, depending on how
And what do people pay to participate?
They pay an average, while global average, the US, for whatever reason, you just spend much more money than anywhere else in the world. So it's a little bit more expensive here, but the average global price is $120 before tax.
What are people paying here?
Up to 150.
What do you think that's about, by the way?
Well, I mean, consuming in the US is just more expensive than in most other parts in the world. We have not really figured out. And by the way, it's also much more expensive to set the event.
Well, that's what I was going to say. What are the margins like here relative to other places in the world?
I would say it's more or less the same, overall.
It's similar.
I mean, you make it the
Production is more expensive, but you also generate higher revenues.
Right. And what kind of training is required? I mean, here Joe's doing his 70 push-ups every morning.
140.
140. I don't want to.
It's a very good starting point, I would say.
So what is required to actually be able to pull this off?
Yeah.
Without hurting yourself.
So the idea
basically.
is it's a endurance and strength event. So you need endurance and strength. So you need to train your VO2 max, and you need to train your strength level, and you combine that. It's an endurance, a longer event. So the average time is 1 hour 40 minutes. So you can imagine it's almost like running a half marathon or a marathon. So you need, and in the end, you need strength, endurance, and what you do in the gym is you do all this circular training. So you run, you do a workout, you go back on a erg machine, and you do another workout, and you run again.
Have you both done it? How many times?
Oh, of course.
Do you do it every time? No.
Yeah, not every time, but you have to taste your own medicine, right? So I think we're talking about more than 20, 30, 40 races. Sometimes we don't do the full race, and we just go in for like a training session, but I've done
And
at
in
least
terms of the economics for you guys, how much of it is the participant money? How much of it is the sponsor money? Because I see Red Bull and other people that participate with you.
It's changing slowly now, but in the moment we still do 80% from the entry fees.
Right.
And the rest, it's not only sponsorship money, that's like 10%, and then we have the merch sales, and which is very different to Tough Mudder, we have a gym affiliation business. So gyms are paying us a small fee, but and we help them to facilitate Hyrox training.
How big can this get? When you look at if we're all sitting here together in 5 years from now, what do you want it to be?
Oh, look, I mean, I've been talking about the participation numbers for past season, which is 600,000, coming from 200,000. For next season, we expect more than 1.5 million participants globally. The gym business is currently at 8,000 affiliations roughly across the globe, and we're expecting that to grow to 15,000, 20,000 next year. So if you're asking where are we legitimately think that we will be a global sport, just like in the world of running, tennis, American football, and there will be Hyrox. We're working very hard on that. We have an amazing community globally, and I think it's more about creating that kind of, authenticity in regards to it being a sport, and that's the next level at this point.
Okay, I know we got to go, but what does it take to be a sport? So others have tried. I mean, obviously, I mentioned Tough Mudder. I don't think of Tough Mudder as a sport, with apologies to the Tough Mudder folks. What does it take to sort of get to that place?
So every sport is based around uniform rules, and every event is somehow the same. So when you do the race this weekend in New York City, you get a time that goes into a global ranking. That's number one. So you need you can compare your times. Right. You have a world record, for instance. So we have that. So it's held by an American athlete, Hunter McIntyre, who still has done the fastest single Hyrox ever. Right. So this uniformity is very important. The judging, the rules, that it applies to everyone in the same way. And so when we started it, we said from the beginning we want to do it in a way that the Olympic Games could accept us. But then you need elite level. You need so the mass market, but you also need to go into schools now, into youth.
We know Casey Wasserman, who's running the Olympics in LA in 28, so we can maybe work on this. What do you think?
Yeah.
But this is serious. This isn't like just for us to go.
I mean, they're adding everything. Is pickleball in yet? Seriously, they're adding everything. Like, isn't breakdancing?
That was breakdancing was for a hot minute, and I think it was a hot minute. That's all it was.
So I think
it's out now.
I know him a little bit, also via other people in LA, but that was a little bit too late for us. We were too small when they decided on the events, but we are aiming for Brisbane 32.
Brisbane 32. We'll see you in Australia.
For sure.
We hope for you. You're sick. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Congratulations.